All right, welcome back to Bass Lines Part 2. And this time we are going to look at chromatic passing tones, which is number 3 on your sheet down here. So go ahead and take a look at number 3. I also want to start out this just by doing a little review of what we did in our opening sequence, where we were doing this 2-feel swing, right? I want you to listen to the drum pattern for a minute. Ting, ting, ta-ting, ting, ta-ting, ting, ta-ting, ting, ta-ting. So he's basically playing half notes, and the pattern is a little different than what I printed on the sheet, but you could do that rhythm too. You could go 1, so we have a couple of options, either and of 2 and of 4, but this is what the drummer would play if you were just playing half notes in the bass line. Check this out. I'll just play half notes and let the drummer do dang, dang, ta-dang, right? Check this out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Roots and fifths, root and third, I mean, it sounds great, right? So remember, you're just part of a team here with the rhythm section. That's what I mean by a 2-feel. A 4-feel would be dang, dang, ga-dang, dang, ga-dang in the drums, right? That's a 4-feel or a walking pattern. We're looking at a 2-feel right now. So let's look at the focus of this particular video, and it is learning how to do a chromatic passing tone. And what we're going to do for this one is we're going to do roots and fifths. Again, roots and fifths. We're going to add 1 extra note on beat 4. So obviously, if I'm on a D minor, do play the 5th up here. The best way to get down to the G is chromatically. This is what's meant by a chromatic passing tone down to the G. Chromatic passing tone. Okay, and yes, these 2 notes are not in the key of C, but in a chromatic passing tone, like in any kind of music, we have lots of chromaticism, and when you're resolving things through chromatic, in chromatic passing tones like this, it's just momentary, and it sounds great because it adds a little bit of interest and color and creates more tension, right? So check this out. No chromatic passing tone unless we do it here on the bottom. So watch that again. I'm going to come all the way down to C, come up into okay, so try that with me. And I'm going to put our drummer back on here. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Chromatic passing tone coming into the note. So sometimes you can approach it going down or coming up, as is in the case of coming up into D minor. Make sure your notes are all really long and connected. I'm going to do one on its own. Check this out. I'm not using pedal. I'm just making them all very legato and connected. Okay, so let's try another key now. Let's try the key of F, F major. So we have a 2-5-1. key of F. Okay, G, C, F. And in this case, roots and fifths. Let's do roots and fifths first for each of those. 1, 2, ready, and half notes. Notice I'm keeping it within an octave here. Again, roots, fifth, coming down to the C, down to the, right? I'm trying to keep it in a manageable range for my hand as well, right? Okay, so now let's add the chromatic passing tones. Key of F. 2, a 1, a 2, ready, and. Chromatic up. Do the key of B flat. So 2, 5, 1 in B flat. Okay, so I'm thinking C minor, F7, B flat major. Okay, C, I could go that way too. I might do that. I want to keep it lower than my chords, right? So here again, the right hand is in and around middle C. Whatever hand is playing the chord, you know, normally our left hand's playing the chord, so it would be here. But now my right hand's playing the chord, and so I want that to be in the same area, right? And then the bass is down here, okay, down in this area here. So I think I'm gonna do this. So play with me here. Let's just do the half notes, roots and fifths, key of B flat, starting from C minor. 2, 1, a 2, 3, and. Nice and long. Sorry about that. I had a momentary space out. I'm not going to redo the whole video for that. It was a creative decision. Not really. I'm adding other stuff, and I'm going to scroll up here to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So yes, we are looking at number 3. And it shows some extra options for a 6 chord, but I don't think I'll go into that today. I'm really just looking at example kind of 3-1, right? The first 3A or whatever you want to think of it. The first example that's the bottom of page 1. Okay, let's see if I can play this correctly now. Let's go ahead and play 2, 5, 1 and add in the chromatic note, okay? 1, 2, 1, a 2, 3, and. I'll go up this time and see what that feels like. Chromatic. That's a little bit about this particular exercise. Get those first 2 things done, the first 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. Go down all the keys before going on to number 3. And then we'll talk about how to add the final component, which is making them all quarter notes for a walking bass line.